Power Rangers S.P.D, a series many say is a pinnacle of Power Rangers itself, unless you're talking to iZombie Lady. Good thing this ain't a headgum podcast. But S.P.D is a show of togetherness among different races and intergalactic species finding refuge on Earth, not to mention a handsome Augie Doggy Daddy. Ooh-wee. However, as is with all teen soldiers with attitude in Zordon's army, things go awry when evil strikes. But what if Power Rangers wasn't about fighting for justice, and instead for Jesus, the Archduke nemesis of evil itself? That's right, we're not talking SPD, we're speaking the word of God, and his word is this: Power Rangers peaked at Ninja Steel and all other seasons are non-existent echoes in a chamber at the bottom of the Dead Sea. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Babbling Bible Man.
The Bible Man's coming, so you better stick around. A brand new episode is coming to your town. A whole lot of fun with the greatest book of all. Yeah, the Bible Man's coming and it's gonna be a ball.
Go get everyone you know.
'Cause it's just about time for the Bible Man Show.
It's the Bible Man.
Oh, yes, guys. Like my name say, I'm Saint Jamuel. And most of you kids out there, you sometimes may think it may seem like God doesn't hear our prayers. But you prayed your fingers into a pretzel knot that we would do Bible Man, and we answered. Did God answer? Well, guess what? We are your God now, and bow to us in a 5-star iTunes review saying, "Praise be Saint Jamuel and my host, the woman to never make an honest man out of me."
Hi.
What was your religious name?
What? Oh, see, the God I pray to is Praise Be to C.
Okay, well, Nicole, what's
like that's canon.
We had this planned,
To
kind
our-
of.
Oh, you never said I was gonna say it.
I don't remember it. That's why I said, what is your religious name? Whisper it to me.
Father, Son, and the Holy. Am I supposed to?
No, this is your. What's your?
What?
Didn't you have like a Saint
You
Nickel
never
bricks?
told me this.
We had a discussion about this. Oh my God, it's when parents argue.
Brixial?
Yes, Brixial, maybe is what you said. The bride to never be. She
What
better.
a great start. Fantastic. Flawless.
Duo Grunfox is much like Kyla when parents argue. She has
sure.
messaged us and said, "Whoa, are you guys
that was
okay?"
that was once a
Well,
long time ago.
It happens every day and every single night when Satan's in here. He's got a freaking scythe. Oh no, but it's actually a lightsaber. But let's introduce our friggin' guest. April Fools on you guys for thinking we would do a Power Ranger series that isn't a Christmas special or Ninja Steel.
You fools.
You know him as the
know me.
Father, the
Father.
Son,
The Son.
the Holy Goose himself,
What up, baby?
Sean Marciniak.
Hello. I've started recording because you didn't tell me to start recording, so I took the impetus upon myself. Please stop fighting.
Oh, I mean, we're about to fight with little son Marciniak right now.
What? Why are you gonna fight me? Also, why are you always bringing me on to talk about Christian things?
I realized that, like, after...
Why is this? Why is this our new
We've
theme?
done Veggie Tales and now Bible Man.
Yeah, why?
Well, also, first we were going to do Ninja Steel and act straight face like we were talking about Power Rangers SPD, but I was like, no, let's finally start Bible Man.
Yeah, why?
Because I saw someone call this a tokusatsu, and I was like, yo, this looks
And
fucking
we had to
ill.
find something to
wild.
replace Los Luchadores.
Los Luchadores. So
Which-
the Mucha Lucha theme song, I do not remember the Los
Los
Luchadores theme
Luchadores,
song.
a faceless hero, turbine together,
Empanadas.
Los Luchadores.
It's a way of life. Los Luchadores, Los Luchadores.
That's not
Way
it.
of life. No, I know, but it's the Mucha Lucha theme song, which is much better.
Well, why
So
is
that's what I'm
Mucha
thinking.
Lucha saying Los Luchadores?
Well, I'm taking some creative liberties to make it work.
Oh, they're biting their style, guys. We are amped on the word of God. Jesus has come inside of us.
Okay.
And we're friggin' crazy.
So while y'all were introing and fighting,
Yeah.
instead of losing my faith,
Yeah.
how much do you guys know about this show?
Fucking nothing, man.
I've
Do you
read
know
up.
do you know I think they're still releasing Bible Man stuff?
Yeah, it's a cartoon right now.
How? How is this still on the air?
Okay.
How is this franchise still going?
Because Christians need that good.
They need that good Willie Ames?
Yeah.
Yes. So
What is happening?
I would like to preface this because Sean and I have been watching VeggieTales over
Yes.
on his channel on
Christians
twitch.tv.
are
Von
fucking
Kaiser.
huge nerds for God.
And Willie
will
Ames?
just buy anything with God on it, baby.
And I would like
So
to say,
wild.
Christian media gets a bad rap. However, my only experience in adult life is VeggieTales and Bible Man, and I'm like, Christian media is a great alt scene, guys.
Oh, okay.
You never went on the church circuit in Buffalo, doing those shows?
I mean,
Comedies?
I did, but I was immediately rebuked for my satanistic tendencies.
Oh, dang, you weren't in the basements doing hardcore shows with Death by Dancing?
No, I was in the basement doing hardcore freaking drugs and hardcore dancing, which the church was like, "Yo, get out of here." Did you say dancing or Danzig? Is Danzig a Christian?
No, it's Death by Dancing is a band from the Muskegon Fruitport area, I think.
Okay, and it's all about being murdered by lead singer of Misfits, Glenn Danzig?
Yeah.
Death by Danzig?
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, ICP, I'm going to be in your movie."
Wow.
We gotta watch Big Money Hustlers someday, Sean.
Is that the ICP movie?
It's one of the ICP movies.
I didn't know there was let alone one of ICP
There's also
movies.
Big Money Rustlers, which is pretty much the same plot of Big Money Hustlers, but shot not on film.
Wait, what was it shot on?
Digital.
Oh,
Big Money
boy.
Hustlers was in like the 90s, so that had to have been shot on film.
Sure,
You
it was
can
the
see
only
the
possible
grain.
way. Oh my gosh.
You can say what you want,
And I will. I plan to. You can't hold me down, baby.
Oh boy, I'm just trying to think of
What?
any popular movie from the last, like an Oscar-worthy movie.
Oakjaw.
Okay, so you film aficionados out there, you might love Oakjaw,
Yeah.
but at least Big Money Rustlers was shot on film. So
You shut your fucking mouth
based off
about
that
Oakjaw.
Criterion, Big Money Hustlers is coming to that
Why'd
shortly.
you have to pick Oakjaw?
Wait, why is this on me now?
All I'm
What did I
saying
do?
is, in film snobbery, Big Money Hustlers is technically
No.
a higher weighted
No, it's
movie
not.
than Oakjaw.
But is it? But is it?
Parasite, even.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
The Host, Snowpiercer, all those are lesser movies
Oh my god!
in
I'm
film
gonna punch
standards.
you in the mouth.
The 19 Big Money Hustlers.
Speaking of the insane clown posse, I feel insane.
Yeah.
I feel like a clown.
Yeah.
And my posse has never been drier than after watching Bible Man episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh, technically, this is like episode 5, The Phantom
This is episode
Menace.
5?
Yeah, because this was like it's episode 1 in the second series of Bible Man.
Wait, I watched the correct one, right?
Yeah, I hope the link I sent you, defeating the Shadow of Doubt.
Yes. Okay. Great.
Well,
I got real.
Guys, let's get into this. We watched episode 1 of, I think, the Bible Man Adventures entitled Defeating the Shadow of Doubt. In this episode, the Shadow of Doubt, that's a character who is strangely the Riddler from Batman Forever.
I have Jim Carrey. I also had Robbie Rotten
Who's Robbie Rotten?
from Fitness Town. Oh no,
Lazy
Someone knows
Town.
Lazy Town. Thank you.
Okay.
Like
Hell yeah.
I would say for a children's show, like really good villain, really fun. He had a little bit of Robbie Rotten in him.
I thought this was a member of the Sex Pistols.
Remember the Sex Pistols, Robbie Rotten. Hello. We're going to play 3 chords, and that's about it. Hello. I called my mom, and I told my mom, put the tea inside your arsehole. Hello. I've got no respect for tea. Me mama the queen. I'm Robbie Rotten of the Sex Pistols.
Now the Sex Pistols love the Queen.
And your listeners love that audio.
Cheer! Guys, in this episode, it focuses around a small girl who is questioning her faith. She has doubt, much like that lady with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes. Schenectady.
Maybe.
Sure.
It's not.
I was just
Okay.
making a joke to a very serious and troubling movie.
And I was referencing a different Philip Seymour Hoffman movie.
And I was
Okay.
thinking about Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello. Nicole, you try?
That's just Julia Child.
No, Nicole.
Yeah, exactly.
Try do the hello.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen that movie.
Miss Doubtfires?
I don't
Dang.
know. I don't remember if it's good. It probably is.
Oh yeah, he's
I mean, I
jacked
would
on
probably
cocaine.
hate it if I saw it now, because isn't it about like a shitty dad getting redemption or something?
Was he a shitty dad or was he just a dad that wasn't around?
Same thing.
No, I think it's the
Sure.
mother implanting false lies into the
Definitely.
children
Definitely.
and
Coaching them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Before we get into the show, can we talk about the origin story? If this is is this the first Bible Man episode you guys are doing?
yes.
We should talk about then the origin story of Bible Man for a moment.
Yes, yeah, this actually comes before the plot. So I thank
Okay.
you for looping us in.
Thank you for coming into my loop.
All right. We're downtown even. You
All
got
right.
Clark and Lake. You have Lake and
You
Clark.
got State Street.
You have
Downtown.
the Library Heralds.
Sure.
You
Washington.
got the theater named after the
Wabash.
city. You got Wabash.
State and Lake.
Bryn Mawr.
I think that's just a road. I don't think
I don't
that's
think that's
a stop in the loop.
I think it's the opposite direction. Actually, isn't Bryn Mawr the last stop on the red line? It's literally as far away as you can get from downtown.
Rogers Park, I think, is the last stop.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. But Bryn
No,
Mawr's
it
up
can't.
there.
It can't be.
No,
I think it's
not.
Britain.
No, because it's when you get on the red line, it says like, "Hey, it's going to this."
Yeah.
What?
Forest
yes.
Park.
No, it's Forest Park is blue line. We haven't ridden the red line in such a long time.
Skokie.
It's Skokie
Skokie.
is the yellow line.
Oh my god, the
Skokie
red
dokey
line
artichokey.
is where that person spit apple at me.
Ew.
Because there's
I remember this
95th
story.
and Dan Ryan.
And then I had to shower and wash all of everything.
Howard.
Howard.
There we go.
Howard.
O'Hare.
Oh, here's the freaking other side of the blue line. I would shout out the end of the pink line, but I have no idea.
The Panther.
Oh, get out of here with the Pink Panther.
Stevens.
What is his origin? Pink Panther. Probably a drawing.
Drawing?
Ink
how
and
many
paper.
I liked how many R's you used in that word.
Standing in the rain and
Standing in the
finding
rain, standing
a
in the
Bible in the dirt.
Okay, also,
Mud.
Yeah.
so the
Like
narrator
fucking Jumanji, bro.
is saying that he's fed up with life. He's unhappy, even though he has fame, riches, and success. He's dumping out his briefcase in the rain in the forest,
Sure.
much like an R.L. Stein would do by accident, unleashing his stories onto
Yeah,
the
yeah,
TV.
Reader
But
beware. You're in for a Bible verse.
oh yeah,
Not a scare.
No. Bible Man is strategically opposed to scares.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bible's pretty scary.
it is.
Bible's terrifying. This
got
show
hell.
is not. Because you would need dramatic tension to create fear, and this show
Yeah.
is nothing.
There's
Yeah.
a scary part which we'll get into later.
Okay.
That is then cut to make not scary, which I think was intended so children at church wouldn't be like, I'm scared of Bible Man, when you should actually love Bible Man, covet Bible Man. He is your new Lord.
Okay.
Well, I'm like, Bible Man literally doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a Christian in a superhero outfit.
Well, he's Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also he made
Okay, yeah,
lightsabers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Outside of the lightsabers, he has nothing. Like Batman has shark repellent. He has a boomerang. He has a car. I don't think Bible Man has a car.
But does
He
Batman
doesn't
have
need
faith?
that stuff because he
he has
has,
a bus pass. I get
the
it.
holy goose by his side.
He's just a weird dude who when you're fed up, you're usually at home, right? That makes more sense. Like, I can't do this. So I'm going to go sit in the bathtub with a bottle of whiskey and some suicide pills. No, Bible Man runs out into the middle of the mud
No, it's
rain.
like maybe his car broke down and it's raining.
That should be part of the origin story. As I understand it, as the origin story was presented to moi, he ran out,
And then he's like,
took a look
fuck
in the mirror.
this shit.
Took a long look in the mirror, ran into the creek behind his house, and just started dumping the briefcase R.L. Stein style.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
maybe he was going to hang neck out there and...
That's what I was like. I think that was my first thought, which is like, it's either the mood I'm in or the mood this show put me in, was immediately like, man, why don't you just, instead of like running out into the rain and screaming, just...
You're like, I wish this guy wouldn't have found God. I wish he would have fucking killed
A
himself.
little bit.
No, okay, guys. He lives in an apartment building before he turned into Bible Man, and he's
thought he's rich.
respectful, but you can still have a condo and shit. He's respectful of his neighbors, and he doesn't want to scream and get a noise complaint. So he goes out into the forest. This is also in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm like, why is he in a wooded area?
But my thing with
Rich
this
people don't live in the woods.
is when you go into the forest and you find a book, if it's not pornography, it's gotta be some demonic shit. I think this Bible is demonic.
Whoa.
It's the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
It's the biblical Necronomicon.
It's fucking Jumanji.
It's a fucking Jumanji.
Damn.
This is a classic Jumanji
If you
right
don't
here.
read it all the way to the end, you get stuck in whatever story you ended on.
And then you turn into a bearded Julia Child
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
you may one day see your children again.
Exactly.
Because you took too many voiceover jobs the first time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jumanji is the unofficial sequel to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Which
Canon.
means Jumanji 1.5 is the next one. Mm-hmm. That's the one where
that
it's
means-
Gil Stern and Bandersnatch.
The Rock is Robin Williams' mother.
Damn.
That's truthful.
The Rock
right.
rocked me to
Just
sleep.
like it says in the Bible.
Whoa.
Just like it says in the Bible.
The rock that was chiseled the 10 Commandments on
Yeah.
is actually the rock chiseled the 10 Commandments.
If you lift up his
Whoa.
shirt underneath his top left ab, is all the commandments right there.
His abs are so defined. He has like ab folds. You have to like fold over that one of the abs.
Oh my, his
Or
abs
no,
are so
he
defined.
just like he flexes and then he flexes again and the 10 commandments like show up
Because he has a 10
like
pack.
as like, scars, like they just kind of like appear.
It's why if you watch him, he only flexes once in every movie.
Yeah.
It's just one single prolonged flex.
That's why he also mainly does eyebrow acting.
Eyebrow flexing.
Yeah.
Eyebrow flex.
Oh man, that's an eyebrow flex. Am I right?
That's eyebrow flex if I've ever seen one.
Ooh, but guys, the
Yes.
story of this, let me quickly say it, then we can get into notes more than
Okay.
we already have.
Booby eyes, am I right?
Booby eyes, what?
I said boob guy because you said but guys. So I said boob guys.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you said boob
Okay.
eyes.
And here,
And I was like, no one's gonna understand what.
Because I'm a butt
I'm
guy
just,
and a
like,
boob
in
guy.
I'm a goof today. So
I mean, I'm a butt guy, but I'm a boob eye. What can I say?
I'm not a butt man or a boob guy. I'm a Nicole boy.
You heard of googly eyes, but what about boobily guys?
No, hold on. What? Hold on. What?
My girl's
heard of
getting
googly
French
eyes.
tonight.
But are you a boobily guy?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Get on our level of comedy, bro.
I'm taking notes.
You're supposed to be the improv.
Yeah, dude. Oh, did Sharna not teach you yes or and?
Sharna taught me how to be a hateful person in 2021.
Oh, sick.
Anywho, she's dead.
Did you not?
Not really.
Did you not read Del Close's Thoughts in Comedy?
No, I read Del Close Thoughts, that hoe over there, and why women don't belong in comedy.
Yeah, he was
Del
a
Close hates
misogynist.
women.
He did. And he was a dud. He's just like, oh, make up story and then loop it back around and then you done. Come on, man. I'm all about short form games, baby.
Yeah, you've always said Drew Carey was your biggest comedic influence,
Yeah,
correct?
bro. Heather Ann Campbell in The Revival, friggin' perfection.
She's great. I like her.
Chia!
Okay.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
Bible Man is trying to help this girl who has doubts of faith because her parents have been arguing and her prayers haven't helped. How about, lady, you ask your parents and let them know that it's affecting you poorly, and maybe at least they'll whisper when they argue or go out in the fucking woods while it's raining and scream at each other.
Okay.
Dude, that was like my main thing was the lesson of this episode was, hold on.
You gotta have faith, the faith.
Basically, he says, don't listen to your feelings. Just let God do shit. And I was like, how about instead of ignoring your problems and feelings and expecting it to take care of itself, you tell that kid to just talk to their parents. And like, that's how the episode ended. They were like, they went to a thing of counseling to talk to each other and it was solved. And I'm like, yeah, you should have just said, or just talked to her parents and been like, hey, this kid, what's her name? Kyle or something.
Kyle the girl.
Feels
Yes.
this way. Instead of just being like, nah.
No, but like that's a very accurate. Yeah, like it was a terrible message. And it's
Instead
not
of
like,
just being like, hey, shut the fuck.
Yes,
hey, shut the fuck up.
but what you don't know...
Let the parents deal
Your
with.
feelings are stupid.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Listen to God.
God is the one who signed the insurance forms to say, like, hey, we approve of this counselor.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
God is their insurer. God is their medic. Okay, God.
God is my insurer. That's why I don't have Medi-Cal or anything like that. If God wants me to get hit by a bus, you better believe I'll get hit by a bus.
Amen.
And if my bones will heal on their own, God will that to happen. If not, I'm dead.
It's the same problem I talked about before in our Veggie Pals. I think a lot of Christian media just like, man, they just pick the wrong proverbs to like make the episode about. They always they pick the wrong bit where it's like, nah, there's got to be something in the Bible that's like, hey, don't talk about your shit. Don't let your parents argue in front of you. Like, there's got to be something in there about like, I don't know. Talk about your shit, dude.
Well, it's also
stand up for yourself, Kyle.
They focus a lot on the Old Testament, where I know the New Testament, Jesus is a socialist. So
Yeah, hard.
yeah.
Jesus would have been like, you should have health insurance to go to counseling now. It's a sin upon the state to not be taking care of their people. It's their one job.
Yeah. And
That was Matthew, Mark 27:27.
also when the password
666.
666.
the password to Unice, which is their supercomputer in the what the sets in this are pretty fucking cool.
God, I hope my mom never listens to this or she's gonna like fucking disown me.
No, she won't. You're her favorite. Cursing sailor style and all.
She, I mean, it was like really cute though, but she like came up to me and was like, Nicole, like so sincere, so serious. Was like, Nicole, I just really hope you believe in God because I don't want you to go to hell. Like she just like really doesn't want me to go to hell. And it was like so sweet. And I was just like, yeah, sure.
Okay, I won't. Oh, Mom, but that's where they got all the good ribs.
Hell yeah.
That's so sweet. I'm their supercomputer and their Batcave like set home.
Yes,
home
it
base.
was like I just want to quickly comment on that. Their Batcave was a mix of Gothic era style Catholic church, so there were like stained glasses. I thought it was pretty keen and cool.
Keen.
Yeah, bro.
It was straight nifty. It's also where we meet. I don't know if you're gonna get into Coates, but Coates and the Layer is my next note or my next little bit of talking point.
Oh,
now.
I have some notes way before that.
Okay, go. Okay,
I mean,
go
I
ahead.
already skipped to the end, so it's fine.
The armor of God, guys, is one of the rarest drops in all of Diablo 2.
Sure.
And we all know this.
We all know what that is.
We're then
I love
introduced
Diablo 2. Listen.
to there's this terrifying brick scene where like ooze is coming out of bricks that are like popping out.
Yeah.
But then it's like cut with this ludicrous guy. That's his real name. Chris Bridges is in this fucking movie.
Yes, it's definitely
Yeah.
Chris British.
And
British? You know Chris British?
Yeah.
yeah, I do. He's like, I love the Queen and me Sex Pistol.
He's the dirty South grime rapper.
And,
Chris
oh man,
British.
Grime sucks. 2 thumbs down to Grime. It's too fast.
Too furious.
I'd like to
Chris
see
British.
a screwed and chopped version of Grime would just be normal style rap. But then we're introduced to the Shadow of Doubt, or the SOD, shout out to Demonic, son of the devil, baby.
Whoa.
And he's straight up the Riddler. Oh, someone's
420
blazing.
blazing.
Hell yeah.
Stop it.
He
Oh my
smokes.
gosh.
He blazes. He is tainted.
You made me watch this.
Yeah, so
Let me live through my vices. I
Let
need
me
to
live
just get through.
my life, you fuck.
okay, and so he's a Riddler ripoff for real. Like he's doing like body motions exactly like the Riddler in Batman
Yeah,
Forever.
I love it.
But he has cartoon sound effects like Robbie Rotten.
Like blah, blah, blah.
I mean, he literally has a pocket inside his, I don't know, cardigan?
Waistcoat. Like a waistcoat.
I thought it was just a vest.
Yeah, I think you could call
But
it
it's
vest
like
that a
really
waistcoat.
long, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's labeled like, it says Acme. And I'm like, that's from fucking Looney Tunes. How do you.
Acme Instant Minion.
Yeah. Well, he quickly threw those down, and then I was expecting Bonana, but instead it's just some red-eyed weirdos.
Yeah, I earlier wrote, I wish this was a musical. I don't know why. And then there was a there was a song.
Let's have Sean talk, and then we'll get more into notes.
So I think you were going to start. I think you were going to talk about it as much as Robbie Rotten Riddler, aka the Shadow of the Doubt. Shadow of Doubt is the name of this villain's name.
Yeah,
the
he's
name of
the
this villain's
Shadow.
name. He's the Shadow. I at least at 1.5 speed, which because I was running super late was the only way I could watch this. Works. I'm terrified to go back and watch him at normal speed because he's gonna the delivery will just be off.
Yes, we watched at 1.25 speed, and that's the perfect way to watch this, minus the musical portion.
Yeah, the musical portion at 1.5 actually slaps, but I think we'll get there.
Okay.
But were you gonna bring up Ludacris? Because I want to talk about Ludacris.
Oh no, I was not. That I was just one and done with him.
So Ludacris 3 different times either explains the joke, because this villain is all cartoon gags, like the Riddler, like Robbie Ryan. He's all these cartoonish,
Even like breaking the fourth wall
yes.
multiple times.
But Ludacris, for whatever reason, they thought, this fun, cartoony villain that who's crushing it. This actor is at 1.5 or 1.25 speed, crushing it. He's doing great at 1.5 or 1.25 speed. And then Ludacris, his number one henchman, comes in, directly addresses the camera, and explains the joke, says the joke's not very funny.
Just to undermine him.
It's so bad. It's so unfunny. It's so clearly like, oh, we're being edgy and meta. We're addressing it. And like, no, you're undercutting your own writing. And it looks amateurish. It looks like it feels like it came out of like us in high school would be writing these jokes and going back to it now and being like, wow, we probably should have just let the joke stand because it was good enough on its own. Mm-hmm. Now it's a mess. It's muddled and it's unfunny. And it's insulting the audience who, like, anyone who liked that joke is now being told by Ludacris or like liked the smoke and the pyrotechnics they were using now look like assholes. Because it's not like it was like the joke. They even dropped the joke. There's a beat where no one laughs, and then he explains the joke. He comes in immediately, and it is basically telling anyone who liked it, "Hey, you're wrong. You're a dummy." Like it's so amateurish. It's so bad. It annoyed me so much that this Ludacris character, his only purpose was to come in and to either explain the joke or to tell you the joke was bad.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's like specifically like when the villain is introduced and there's that like there's the goo and the bricks and his head and like introducing himself basically, and then the camera like zooms out and they push the wall away and it's just, you see it's a fake wall, and then Ludacris comes in and he's like, hey, you didn't need that wall. You could just walked around it. And it's like, yeah, we know, like, as the audience, we get it. Like, we get that's the joke.
But this is also for
ruined
kids.
It by pointing it out.
Especially for kids, because kids are more likely to buy into some of the more cartoonish aspects of Shadow.
I do think the brick wall thing, that one I will justify as, hey, this is, like I said, it's very scary. We need to make sure it's not too scary.
Okay.
Too scary.
Make it less. Then make it less scary the first time. Ludacris took me out. I'm willing to accept that that's my opinion on it. But like Ludacris needed to be rewritten. There are good ways to make it to have a villain like a henchman undercut head villain. I think of Gurr from Invader Zim. That's a great henchman who's undercutting their villainous boss. The Robbie Rotten clones in Lazy Town, they undercut Robbie Rotten well. Like you can do the Penguin from Gunther in Adventure Time.
Yeah.
To the Ice King. He undercuts Ice King super well.
The Ninja Turtles to Splinter.
I mean, they're not really henchmen.
Yeah. They're trying to foil an immigrant who's just trying to make it in America, Shredder. So yeah, they kind of seem like some fuckboy villains.
All right, fair enough.
He's just trying to live the American dream.
Just call the TMNT fuckboy villains.
Yeah, bro. So you were talking about cartoon gags. Which cartoon would you want to gag you the most?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles, Krang's robot. That's mine.
I honestly don't even know how to answer that question.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I don't know what that means, and I was going to point at the Krang robot action figure I have.
Yeah.
I do know how to answer that question, but I refuse to. I actively refuse to answer the question. If I could be gagged by any cartoon, if I could go down on any cartoon to the point where I am literally gagging on their genitalia.
Yeah.
Which cartoon's genitalia would I like to activate my gag reflex the most?
Freaking gag me with Spoonie, whatever the fuck his name is, from Toy Story 4.
Okay, I'm going to say
Forky?
Salad Fingers.
Oh, yeah, it's Forky. Oh, Salad Fingers. Yeah, he just puts his long fingers down your throat like he's a xenomorph.
Sure.
Upset me so much. I remember seeing Salad Fingers for the first time in high school, and immediately no, thank you. This is not for me.
Yeah.
Salad fingers was very upsetting to me.
How do you think I, as a young boy, reacted to salad fingers?
You
I
loved
feel like
it.
you loved them.
Oh, absolutely. I was like,
Yeah.
give me more Newgrounds.
My brother, who's younger than me, like watched the first one and says that like the rusty spoons feel orgasmic. And my brother was like, what does orgasmic mean? And I was like, you'll learn when you're older. And I just like laughed.
Moving on, child.
It's when
Child.
your butt spasms
I mean,
real
he's
nice.
only like a year younger than me, but I still wasn't going to explain that.
How did you know what an OGAS was then?
Yeah. Who's going around teaching?
Who's teaching you?
Public school.
Public school. What is an orgasm? Teach
Hell
me
yeah.
how to spasm my butt.
The sex ed doesn't teach you about orgasms, which sucks.
They just show you slides of diseased genitals.
Which is how I got my first orgasm.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was like, oh my gosh, is that boil bubbling? And then I did the ejaculations.
You said, oh, good. A proud podcast partner of the Tokusatsu Network.
By the end of this episode, you also have to decide if this is or is not a tokusatsu.
Oh, I mean, I would absolutely say it is. There's special effect work. It's light on this episode, but hey, this is first episode.
The sabers
Yeah,
look great.
I guess.
Are we on? Oh, can we talk about the lair?
Yes.
The Bat Cave.
Go for it.
So, who also, and because this applies to Coates, who is Bible Man government funded? Because Coates, his like second in command, his sidekick, is like in military. He has like military fatigue pants. He's wearing an officer's shirt. He's always dressed up like military.
Stolen valor.
What?
Stolen valor.
What? Coates is stolen valor?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Or Bible Man is making him dress up like that. And
Bible Man encourages stolen valor.
or like that's just like, hey, this is
Not in the Bible.
Oh no, he's fighting in the army of God.
Okay, but what? Hold on, what?
Yeah. The army
Maybe
of God.
they
I
explain
guess.
this in the episodes we haven't seen.
Could be that he is paramilitary.
Yeah, James, why didn't you watch the other episodes?
Well, I don't friggin' know. Why didn't you? You're the Bible
I
scholar.
didn't know we weren't watching the first one.
Well, we'll have to.
Your mom's gonna be real upset if you don't watch all of Bible Man.
Yeah, bro.
That's like her one request is that Nicole, please watch every episode of Bible Man and all of the spin-offs.
We also we find out that this small girl is struggling with arguing parents. We've already gotten that, but they're describing it as like the most heinous of marital woes. And Bible Man tells her that there's nothing sadder or harder than seeing your parents argue.
No, I specifically wrote down he does not tell this, like he tells this to another adult, not a child.
Okay.
He says this to the fucking guy.
Coates?
I think, yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like, why? I was like,
'Cause it's the Bible Man
seriously, you
show.
must have like a really fucking good life that you think that.
Oh, that's what I was going to comment on this. He's wealthy, like independent wealthy, so I don't think it's government funded.
Yeah, okay, I forgot he was independently wealthy. So that makes sense. Coates confused me until Stolen Valor got brought up, and now it makes a lot more sense.
Do you think he was like an arms dealer or something before?
Probably. I hope so.
Oh, what if he dealt in smut?
I mean, well, hold up. But the arms dealer explains why he has lightsabers.
Yeah.
Because he has lightsabers, and so does the villain.
These could be long dildos.
This could be long dildos,
Or-
and that would be smut.
He was like a candy creator, and these are just like nerds rope. Hardened.
Nerd's rope. Oh, a hard nerd's rope is what I use to define my clitoris.
I boil my nerds rope to get them a little softer.
Nice.
Or steam them, I should say.
So, hey, I want to ask a question.
I'll have answer.
Have either of you ever heard of a performance art team?
I wouldn't like a performance art troupe. I would hear.
That's not what they're called.
Well, this is Canada, dude.
Even, you know what? Even Canada. I have never and will never, and if I do, I will remove my ears using various utensils. Except performance art team. They were introduced twice. You think they're going to do anything in the episode? They don't. Spoiler, the performance art team is just to let you know this church has a team for performing arts.
It's
Hell
just
yeah.
to
It
show
means
how
nothing.
fun church is.
Yeah, bitch.
What is a performance art team?
It's just
do they
like-
do plays?
They're performing art, dude.
That means nothing.
They're
a
like the
team.
living
Void of
theater.
meaning.
They're a team that performs art.
This is void of meaning and you know how defined the Rock's abs are? This is anti-Rock's abs because there is no definition to what a performing arts team is.
Oh man, Sharna is weeping tears of joy. That callback you just made.
Oh no, I don't want to make Sharna happy ever.
Yes.
Don't give me that.
Oh man.
Ugh.
Also, guys, if you guys aren't improv nerds or from
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, if you're not deep in Chicago improv lore, Sharna sucks.
Sharna and Del Close co-founded.
So that's a person?
Yes.
Yeah.
The IO Theater, the Improv Olympic
Sure.
here in Chicago, and both of them not good people.
Also, Cards Against Humanity are not good people either.
No.
While we're at
they're
it.
bad. No, they're bad. Annoyance is doing okay. Second City is also not good people.
What about comedy sports?
I haven't heard anything.
Unfortunate. Like, that's all you know about comedy sports is Dan Harmon went there.
Yeah. That seems fun. I don't know. It's fine. Sure.
Dope.
Comedy sports.
What about Annoyance Theater?
I just said.
Annoyance?
Oh, it's the same thing? All right.
I mean, Annoyance is doing all right. I didn't study at Annoyance. I have a few friends that came out of Annoyance. But like, yeah, at the very least, how they handled the pandemic was super cool. They made sure they took care of their employees. Like, people were getting paid and getting, like, during the pandemic, and like they were trying to keep as many people as they could. They were doing fundraisers. I remember they did one where they locked a bunch of people in. Like, they quarantined inside the theater and created videos, and they used that to raise money for like their bartenders and their kitchen staff so that they could keep people. So basically, people weren't losing their jobs. They handled it. They pandemicked what it seems super cool and awesome, and not like IO, who stopped paying everyone and then didn't tell anyone working for the theater that the theater is being shut down, like, permanently.
Sweet.
Like, literally, people woke up to a news article of like, hey, IO's not happening anymore, and just being like, cool, that was my job. Great.
What about Zany's Rosemont?
Zany's Rosemont is where I learned how to be a man.
Hell yeah, baby.
And I appreciate that every day.
What about the shithole?
Did you ever love shithole?
Oh, did you perform there ever?
I never performed there because my schedule always got weird. I tried to catch them when I could. They also came to Playground a lot.
Yeah.
They would I caught a couple of their workshops they did at Playground, and then I caught a couple of shows, and I really hope they come back because that was always on my bucket list. And I kept like putting it off, like I have to work or I have this and I can't do a shithole, but I do want to do a shithole.
Yeah,
I love them though.
I don't know. We'll talk about it after if you have time.
You want to get jealous, envious even?
It's not my place to say because I don't think they've like said anything like publicly about it. Because I work with Kevin Garrity, who like co-runs it.
Oh, yay.
These two motherfuckers have both performed at the shithole.
I'm so jealous. I love shithole. I do. I'd like
me 3 times and you once?
Yeah, I tried stand-up comedy.
How'd it go?
It went really well.
Yay! Shithole's so supportive. If you don't know what Shithole is, Instagram Shithole and like follow them.
They're great.
I don't know what their news is going to be, but they're amazing. And like Zach Bart is a super fun artist to also follow. Dan Wilcop makes the coolest sunglasses I've ever
Hell
seen.
yeah.
And he's constantly having to give cease and desists to people stealing his designs.
Does he really? That's
Yeah.
Hey, jerkwagons, freaking respect Dan Wilcop. He's the coolest.
He's tall
God.
and handsome.
He's tall and handsome, and he's cool as hell, dude.
And
Unless what you're gonna tell me off air is like the shithole ain't shit, and I'm gonna feel real bad for like how
No,
much.
no.
Okay, then yeah, support the shithole. I love shithole. Because it was a Monday on Mondays at the Playground Theater would be these like kind of like chill workshop jams, and they would get all these indie teams to like come and talk, and it's like how I met a lot of people in Chicago improv because I didn't know anyone yet.
yeah.
And I remember meeting Nar Shred Town, who are the guys behind Shithole.
Yeah.
And what they said about how they want to build a community. This isn't like a bar where we're begging people off the street to come in. It's a hidden show. Oh yeah, because we never explained that. It's a secret show where you have to message the Instagram account or something like that, because they'll post like, "Hey, show tonight," and then you direct message them, "Where's the show?" and they'll tell you where the show is that night because it'll move. And by creating a sort of hidden show where you have to go out of your way to see it. First of all, they do get real solid crowds. Mm-hmm. And it creates this environment of people who want to go to the show, not just people who like happen to see a show and wander in.
Yeah.
Like, and having that kind of environment makes it for a performer just so much. Like I've done stand up. I've been to shows where people kind of like wander in and like, "Oh, I guess this is a show," and just aren't engaged or like don't understand and start heckling and shit.
Yeah, well, they're also like, hey, if you're talking during the show or on your phone, like, we will kick you out.
Yes, because why would you be there?
Yeah.
Like it creates such a good environment to create. And like I remember hearing them talk about that, like creating an environment that people want to be at, not just are at, changed like everything. It changed like so much for me. It's one of my big defining Chicago comedy like moments of words in my brain. And I like them I always like them very much for that. They don't know who I am, and I need to keep it that way because I'm going to steal one of their skins, probably Zach's. I will steal his skin.
Okay,
Maybe Kevin.
sure.
Well, I mean, I would go
not
with
Dan.
with Dan because he is tall, so like would be extra
so
skin
tall.
to work with.
He's so tall and cute, and I don't think I could live up to that.
And if anyone wants to know more information, go listen to, I think, like episode 17. Kevin was on the Mostly Speakin' Sentai. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Shithole's great.
Kevin was one of the first people we met in Chicago
Really?
because he worked at Chicago Comics, and that was one of the first places we went to. It was either him or Rachel who Nicole kept going in.
It was Rachel.
Okay. They kept going in to say like, "Hey, are you guys
It was
hiring?"
like every like 2 weeks because they said they were hiring, so I would like go there and ask, and then and then eventually Rachel was like, "Will you just fucking hire her already?"
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes. That's a great way to get a solid gig.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even just like to be annoying. I would just like really wanted to work there, and I knew like, you know, places like a comic book store, people, they don't have like a high turnover rate. So if there's an opportunity, you gotta fucking go for it.
Yeah. I think they started hiring at my LGS in Buffalo like right after I moved. And I was like, I would love to work at a local game store.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like absolutely get there. And you got to meet freaking, I don't know who Rachel is. I'm sure she's nice. Do I know who Rachel is?
Yeah, when she wants to be.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I joked and God, what did I can't remember what I said to my mom. I was like, there's a reason why I call her my work dad. And she was like, oh. Because when she would just like get mad at me or whatever, and I'd be like, okay, dad. And she'd be like, no.
My weakness. I'm
sorry.
My paternal instincts.
But guys, let's speed run through some notes. What's the next one I have? He's talking to this girl at this church. There are other people around getting ready for this show. He's just a superhero sitting there, and no one is reacting.
No, it's weird. You know what it feels like? It feels like 60s Batman, the Adam West Batman, where like Batman just shows up in his spandex and everyone's like, yeah, that's just what he does.
Yeah.
He's a detective. Like they treat him more like instead of Batman was treated more like a detective, he's treated more like a counselor. Just like an everyday counselor, and nobody acknowledges the purple tights.
He does, though.
He does, which is I'm not gonna lie, I like that bit. There's one or two bits where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Willie Ames has been around sitcoms long enough that he knows how to write a joke because he's a writer on a lot of these episodes. I wonder if he still makes money off this.
Is he still? I feel like is he still alive?
Did he pass?
I don't know. But then he goes down into the basement because this girl says, oh yeah, I picked up this box and opened it up and all of a sudden I started having doubts. So he goes down there, finds the box, opens it, starts fighting the shadow of doubt.
Also, not an accurate portrayal of a church basement.
Oh yeah, no. we like I said, I've been in shows of churches.
Yeah.
And it's just like a normal basement.
Yeah, it's like a finished basement usually where they like do shit, but in this church it's just like where they store shit.
Yeah, like I remember, they do a lot of stuff in church basements.
Yeah. It's
When I was in middle school, I went to a Catholic middle school that had a church next door, and the basement there was a tunnel, so we would go from, especially during the winter in Buffalo, we would go. That's how we would get to mass. We would go through the tunnel into church.
That's kind of cool.
Whoa.
Church basements are dope. Yeah,
they
missed the
are.
ball.
During
They
Christmas time,
fucked up in this episode.
did they line the tunnel with Christmas lights? If they didn't,
no.
that sucks. They
What
missed opportunity.
On Christmas time, they lined the tunnel with Jerry, who was the custodian. He'd find usually children lost in the creek behind Kaisertown. They'd be random children, usually passed away by then. So they had organs they weren't using, and that's how we celebrated Christmas.
Oh.
They'd string the organs on the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah. And then low candles, so you could see like which organ. You could like lean in and go, "Oh, that's a spleen." And
Yeah.
it's nice. It was festive.
Would have to keep them by the fire for a little bit so they'd thaw out, so the organs were a little workable and pliable.
Well, and mostly because the tunnel's already pretty cold, so like you don't want to walk by cold organs in a cold tunnel. You know, you kind of want them. You want to keep them room temperature.
You want
don't
them
get the
drippy.
scent of a cold
Oh,
organ.
yeah. Right, for the drippy, the scenty, definitely.
All
Super
5
important.
senses, including the 6th one, because you're going to start seeing those children in that tunnel.
Oh yeah, no, we were super haunted. That was my first kiss. Actually, was Ghost Girl
Yes, she
by the
kept
name
you.
of Shadina.
She's a friggin' Casper.
She's a friggin' Casper, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, she's a ghost and she kept you.
What's next?
He says while fighting, he says, I believe in the word of God. Now a message from my sponsor, and points up and then thwips at the shadow of doubt.
That was nice. There are bits. Same way I feel about VeggieTales. There's bits that work.
They go back to the cave, the Bible cave maybe. Oh my God, is this the cave where Jesus came from after 3 days dead?
No, but it's the cave where Jesus came in. Oh. Hi, Nicole. I'm sorry.
It's crazy to think like Jesus did ejaculate.
I started this episode screaming chesticles and mammary glands. We're talking tits here. So
I would say you also have, what was it? googly eyes, but how about boobly guys?
Boobly guys.
Yeah, okay. I don't feel as bad.
So there's this rap group that no one
Oh my
knows
God.
about called Money Shot. And I played it just to
boy.
like show Nicole, like, hey, this is what I'm referencing when I say these things today. And Nicole is laughing and she's like, this is friggin' hilarious. Never in a million years would I have expected a positive reaction from Nicole to this band.
when they're just
Money
like
shot.
saying different words for boobs in a funny cadence, and then randomly in another song just break into like heavy metal, I'm down.
They're like, coke dick, no dick, no shit, coke dick.
It's so dumb.
They go yams, cans, breastises.
Chesticles.
Oh, that's where that came from. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Breasts,
assumed it
mama.
was Nicolas Cage.
They're called breasts. Well, there is one, like Nicole saying mammary glands. We're talking tits here. That's from a Birdie, a Nick Cage movie where a boy dreams and wets himself thinking about bird sex.
Bird sex.
So just to understand where Nicole's mind has been at the beginning, from the beginning of this episode,
Yeah.
Nick Cage,
Yeah.
Money Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
because like we went from Bible Man to listening to the Breastises song and then to recording this.
Your apartment scares me every time. Every time.
Oh, okay. So after battling, he goes back and talks to Coates, and he's like, "Hey, Coates, any luck on figuring out who this person is?" And Coates walks in with a beaker, looks at the beaker, and goes, "I got nothing." He covers his tracks too well, and I'm like, "Why the beaker?" A notepad would have been better.
I think it was just a situation where they were like, hey, go from this spot to this spot carrying this beaker. And he like just emphasized the prop in a weird way that they weren't planning.
So then they go back because they realize that, or maybe it's right now they realize it's all about feeling. I don't know. But we see Kyla, and she is drawing.
AKA Kyle.
Thank you.
She all of a sudden has glasses on, and I said to Nicole,
Yeah.
I said, God took her vision.
Oh, no.
I laughed so hard.
Wait, okay, so I didn't imagine that.
No, I think she
Because
has like reading glasses and
They
drawing
cut-
glasses.
Back to her in that same scene,
Yeah.
and she's not wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's no longer
It's weird.
drawing.
What?
Nicole wears
What?
glasses when she draws.
And when I
Okay.
don't draw.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a glasseser.
In Final Fantasy VIII, I wear glasses when I draw.
Okay.
Unlike you fucking sellout wearing contacts.
My glasses fell out at work and snapped in half.
Whee!
Good.
Good.
Yeah, so you can get new ones.
Oh, yeah, I do. I haven't done that, though, because I don't have insurance either. What's up?
Well, that's why you just go to internet.
But you still need the prescription.
Yeah.
Internet? Like any internet? I just have to find a internet?
Some places you can still, through Affordable Health Care Act, you can get a free prescription test.
Does that mean I have to support Obama?
What did I got mine from iBuyDirect.com.
I buy direct Affordable Care Act.
And my glasses were only like $40.
What about
That's
Guy Eye
reasonable.
Direct?
Guy Direct, that's ran by Guy Pearce.
Okay, guys.
Guy Pearce Brogman.
Because that one guy controls all the glasses sales.
They call them the masses of the glasses. The glasses for the masses.
As told by
Mass class.
Adam Conover.
Hey, guys, we
Do we
need
Adam Conover?
to talk about
Adam
the rap
Sandler
song.
Conover. Yeah, okay. I don't think Adam Sandler Conover actually is a very deep well. Let's move on.
Everybody doubts now there is a straight up rap song in this. I will put a clip in right now.
Who's the brand new evil in your town?
Shadow of doubt,
Who's the baddest bad guy all around?
shadow of doubt,
Who's got the plan to take you down?
shadow of doubt,
Who's both the verb and the noun?
shadow of doubt,
You can take down. He can rock your world. He saves his little clown.
This is delightfully doubtful.
Shadow of doubt.
But the clip at 1.5 is fine.
I can't. I don't want to do that. That would take extra effort of me having to speed it up.
Right.
Instead of
Reasonable.
just going to yttransfer.net
Right.
and posting the link of this
And the
entire
listeners
video.
can just change the speed on the
their
app.
podcast app.
Yeah.
It's baffling. It's
They
good,
have
but
to.
also not. There's a MIDI scream based the preset on a keyboard from this time has a scream sound effect, and it is in there.
Yo, and because what's the hook? It's something doubt, right? What's the hook again?
Everybody has doubt now, or everybody doubts now.
Oh, everybody doubt now. Like everybody
Yeah.
shout now, but instead of shout, it's doubt. Surprisingly catchy at 1.5.
And at regular.
And at regular, it's a shot. It's weird how well some of this show works super sped up. Like, that's the thing. Because I remember watching some of the cartoon bits I enjoyed at normal speed, and it's like, no, this is overtly hammy. This is taking too long. The
Yeah.
timing is just all off. But at 1.5, because speeding up and being that, because he overacts, he's chewing scenery, but doing it at 1.5, you don't notice it as much because he's moving on to the next bit. It feels a lot more cartoonish. It feels good. I think it's the same thing with the rap song. For whatever, like normal speed, it drags for me. At 1.5, 1.25, it's catchy. I like the hook.
I think Netflix should enact, a sped up version. I know Mr. This is 40 and probably Scorsese saying otherwise, but screw off. We can watch old movies and all of a sudden it does feel nice in how our pacing is these days.
Mm-hmm. Though there are going to be movies like His Girl Friday, which is already super fast. I don't know if you're familiar with His Girl Friday. It's like the fastest dialogue I think I've ever seen, and it's amazing, and it's so good.
Faster than Gilmore Girls?
Even honestly, and I think we talked about how much of a Gilmore Girls fan I am.
Yeah.
Not really.
I freaking love Gilmore Girls.
Okay, sick.
All right. Yo, it's a great show.
Same.
It's the perfect show. It's the perfect show. It's
We did briefly one time.
okay.
But yeah.
But yes, Gilmore Girls level of dialogue, banter. Just next.
I want the Addams Family spinoff of His Girl Friday to be His Girl Wednesday.
Oh,
hell
So
yeah.
it's Cary Grant with all this really witty wry banter, just going super fast, and then it cuts to Wednesday Addams, just dead eye in him. Give him the
Yeah.
old stink eye.
Pushing a knife slowly into him.
Yes,
And that's why he's talking so fast.
Yeah.
but yeah, I like it.
Spitting out blood.
Sweat dripping down his face.
Body's aching all the time.
There's a point where Bible Man, he's crying and he pretty much says, "Lord, forgive me, for I have doubted."
Nerd. Fucking nerd. We've talked about this on Veggie Pals, and I still believe this firmly. The best thing you can do as a religious person is to doubt. It gives you better lessons. It gives you better takeaways. It strengthens whatever you're believing. It breaks the mythology of it and puts it into a useful context. Doubt is good.
Dude, that's what I fucking wrote. Let me see what I exactly.
And while she's looking that up, this is not a joke. It's like training a muscle. You tear down the muscle and it grows back stronger. That's what doubt is for faith.
Yes. There is oh gosh, it bums me out. Because I think I mentioned this before. Reluctantly, I think I go by a Christian. But it's not for the mythology, it's for do unto others makes sense. All the other religions say the same thing. I just know the most about Christianity. So it's just yeah, that's it. I like some of the parables. The mythology is whatever. Because who cares?
LaVeyan bitch.
That's it, dude. Wait, what was that? I didn't hear you. I disagreed.
I said LaVeyan bitch.
That's it. Leviticus is dog shit.
No, LaVeyan Satanism.
I never heard of this.
What the Satan, like Anton LaVey, it's his version of Satanism. It's just like a philosophical thing where it's like,
Is
hey,
he a SoundCloud rapper?
oh my God.
Anton LaVeyan on SoundCloud?
What'd you write down, Nicole? We need to wrap up.
I wrote, you should doubt yourself. Having doubts
Talking
is
to that mic.
healthy and allows you to grow as a person, because then you turn into one of those shitty people on the internet where you're clearly wrong, but you just will not back down from your stance. Instead of just being like, maybe I am wrong, and like thinking about, whether or not what you believe is right or not, and like being open-minded. It's just telling people to be closed-minded.
Yeah. It's all over Christian media. Well said. That's perfect.
I just realized Lil White is a Christian rapper because his album was Doubt Me Now.
Oh.
Or was that Frasier Boy? I'm not positive.
I think that was just Frasier.
Get out of here with your friggin' scrambled
Tossed
eggs.
salad and scrambled eggs. She coming again. Bam, bam, bam. God is dead, people.
Nietzsche!
I don't get any of this.
God is dead.
Does that have to do with
Nietzsche
the
is
show
dead.
Frasier?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of Frasier. It's not. I don't know. It could be.
I watched Will and Grace, not Frasier.
I watched one. Grace.
Grace, that's religious.
Will, that's
The will of God.
Yeah.
will of God. Force of will.
Yeah.
3 colorless mana, 2 blue mana. Counter target spell. You can also play the spell without paying its mana cost if you exile a blue card from your hand. That's powerful.
Megan
Powerful magic.
Mullally.
Sure.
Megan Mullally. That's 2 and a green for a 2/3 beast creature.
Yeah.
When this creature enters play,
Do you
drink a
guys have
martini, a good
any
time.
more notes?
Yeah, and you gotta floop it,
And you gotta floop the pig. You definitely gotta floop
yeah,
it.
you gotta floop it to activate. And it costs one extra.
One more note,
Point.
guys. One more note.
I think Nicole nailed it with her note on doubt.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's yes.
Wait, let me go over to just make sure I don't want to miss anything. Hold on.
You're missing the mic with your mouth.
Oh my god.
Just hold it in front. You need to start sitting here and I need to start sitting there. So then the mic isn't at an angle in which is confusing to some.
And I need to start sitting on these, holding up my thumbs, intimating that I am sitting with my thumbs at my ass.
I like sitting with my thumb on my taint because then it warms both of them up pleasantly.
Nice. It's important to have warm body parts.
Yeah.
Easier to hang in the tunnel. Hey, yo.
Sharna weeping.
Sharna, get out of here.
I don't know. I feel like the only thing
Stop
is that we
listening.
didn't talk about Eunice the robot very much,
You
but
nice.
yeah.
Because she's not as horny as the robot from Beyblade.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
exactly.
brother.
That's
What are we-
very true. She's just
What
like
are we doing here?
makes them say please or whatever.
That could be a kink.
Manners? Is manners a kink?
No, it's like doming them. Like
Yeah.
you need to say
I hold the
please.
power. If you don't say please, then fuck you.
My name is Dominic Hasek. I was a goaltender for the Buffalo Sabres in 1998.
What?
That joke is for someone.
Did he say like you need to say please to people?
No, his name was just Dominic Hasek.
Oh, he's a dom.
Yeah, please
Okay.
move on.
You remember that episode of the Backyardigans when they're like, please and thank you is the secret of the Nile.
If we say
What
yes,
a
can
good
we move on?
episode. Can we just watch the Backyardigans instead?
It's Christian media, guys. Sean, thank you so much for being on the inaugural episode of Mostly Babblin' Bible Man. What do you have to plug?
My butt with my thumbs, as previously stated. Oh. But also, if you want to watch me play video games and talk nonsense, twitch.tv/Goose Von Kaiser. I do that. I tried to burp. It didn't work. I won't burp
Fail.
on stream. I promise.
F's in the chat.
Thank you.
Triple F, baby.
Triple F, baby. Triple F. He's the less popular cousin to Triple H. He never really got over.
Yeah, because he's
talk
very
about-
satanic.
And
Very
the,
super.
the shittier version of Triple X.
Because it's very
perfect movie.
satanic.
With instead of Vin Diesel, it's Vince Vaughn.
Well, no, make a Triple F, but if it's Lil Nas X right now.
Okay.
Because Triple F is 666.
Okay.
Oh.
It's the sixth letter in the alphabet.
And if man is 5, then the devil is 6. And if the devil is 6, then God is 7. And if H is the
Whoa.
7th letter of the alphabet, Triple H is the Father, the Son, the Holy Goose. Yo, breaking it down. The game is the God.
Wow. This is the, I think, third time you have said
What's
that.
number 8?
G H. Oh, you're right. No, it's 8. Never mind.
Wow, this is also
Whoops.
incorrect. Nicole, what do you have to plug?
Oh, goodness gracious me. I am Darling Homebody on just about everything. Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Patreon, Twitch. Also, darlinghomebody.com, where I sell creepy and cute stuff if you're into that kind of shit, bro.
And I am.
Baby.
Hey guys, go over to MLMpod.com to find out information about my other podcasts, such as This Movie's Gay, What the Hell Mouth, and Hit It and Crit It. And oh my God, while you're there, check out my rap music under Marsh, Land, Monster. Lots of stuff there to download for free. And also, if you rap or just do music, I have free beats that I'm making over on twitch.tv/mostly speaking Sentai that you can use for free. It's good. Let me know if you do use them. And also, wherever music is found, you can listen to my rap music. And go over to patreon.com/MLM pod to listen to and sign up to listen to our exclusive podcasts, such as Engage with Nicolas Cage, talking about Beyblade, which Sean has been on,
Yeah.
the Toku Reading Corner, and the Podcast That Be. And if you're a $10 patron, oh my God, you get shout outs on all of our free feed episodes. So let's begin with those shout outs, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z., Orion, he's a rapper. Find him at D-FO on Spotify and stuff. Kayla, aka Two Grapes, Duo Grun Fox, that's 2 Fox for the price of Grun. Tyler Wright, and Elliot W. at Garlic Sunshine. Oh, wait, no, hold on. What is this here? We have a new $10 patron. That's right, guys. A big shout out to Jordan B., the Chaos Witch. Hey!
666.
666.
Triple F, baby.
Triple H.
Thank you guys so much. April
Triple.
Fools on your asses.
Yeah, April Fools, you fucking dunce.
I feel like everyone knows that we weren't going to do, or at least like should know.
Also, I feel like we should specifically apologize just to Eric Berry.
Yeah, who loves Power Rangers SPD.
I feel like this feels very targeted towards Eric.
Well, no, so many people love
Okay.
SPD.
Okay.
It's SPD and RPM are generally the ones that I hear are the best, which is why I made the iZombie joke because Rose, insert last name here, she was on Power Rangers SPD and iZombie and is this is a headgum podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that voice.
But my name's been Saint Jamuel.
I'm Brixiel.
I'm googly eyes, maybe boobly guys.
And we've been mostly babbling Bible man. See you in class. Sunday school, that is.
Peace.
Bye. Thank you so much, Sean.
You can edit out my burp, right?
Yeah, all this is now will be edited.
Shit, I should have said peace be with you.
I'm editing that in.
Yes.
Bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.
Call me Mr. Spud because I sell Budweiser as a dog.
Spud, why? All right, everyone ready?
I don't. Yeah,
Does anyone listen today? Does anyone listen to Mojo Nixon?
apparently not.
Oh, we're
No.
ready.
No, I don't
Okay,
know
never
what that is.
Mojo Jojo Nixon, he said, I did not have sexual relations with that banana.
That's still
That doesn't even
nothing.
sound. What? No.
I am Mojo Jojo Nixon. Oh, wait, he goes, peace.
There it is. Kind of, not really though.
All right, okay.